It's September 24th, 2025. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A wonderful Wednesday, overcast here in the city of Toronto, but it's beautiful outside because it's another day with y'all. Jeremy Lambert is here. He's always here. He is ready for total non-stop anarchy. How you doing, pal?
I'm well. The thing is, my rule is I'm not reviewing a WWE show if the main event ends in a DQ. And we all knew that match last night was going to end in a DQ. And then it was I don't know, a good show. NXT is always one of those things. Is it a good show? It's a noteworthy show. There's a lot happening on this show. But I'm not reviewing it, folks. So it is on Joel to talk about NXT and the TNA invasion.
TNA. Can we, real quick, because I know you're not going to review. I don't know how deeply we're going to review this thing because things just kind of happen. I find it so funny that the disqualification was a slap to the face. And that was it. It was just Mike Santana slaps Trick Williams and the referee calls for the bell. That's it. Sorry, it was the other way around. Trick slaps Santana and the referee, which makes it even funnier because he slaps someone in the match.
He called for the bell when Santana hit him, though. It wasn't after Trick did the slap.
Regardless, it was of all things that's the powder keg. It's not everyone gets in that. They didn't build the tension properly. They built it by like all of these former WWE guys who now work for TNA are here. And then ones you've seen on the TV show like Moose. So I'm trying to think of anyone else who's like not TNA, former WWE, who was on that show. Was there anyone who's like never been on WWE, who's like never been under WWE contract? Of all the people, like Billy Kay, Steve Macklin,
Frankie, he's been on the TV show before.
Frankie's been on the TV. So Frankie and Moose. Even EY was under WWE contract at one point. He was on the show.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
who else would you? I mean, sadly, their roster is Mance. There you go.
Manser. That's great. Steph Delander was formerly part of the NXT roster. I mean, it's a really good point. I get it. I don't know what you could have done differently. I joked on Twitter. I was like, they should probably pull out like Jack Price, put him on the show or some shit, really confuse people. But like, it's not like people are going to know who Jack Price is. You probably don't even know who Jack Price is. Yeah, he won Gut Check that one time.
Yeah, I've heard the name, but
yeah, there you go. That's probably what Booker would have said. Woo! Oh, you got the video.
Yeah.
But that's just all it would have been. Book, do you know who that is? No. That would have been it, because Vic would have been like, me neither. Anyway, moving on. Look who else is here. Yeah, it was just a funny who's who and who's been in the crowd, and they didn't build it in any other way. They could have had them moving closer and closer to the front of the ring, and instead they just did the Trick and Santana have a little slap fest, and that's it. It was just bad. Bugger was saying it looked more like they misscheduled a bunch of exit interviews instead of an invasion. I was so close to just posting the photo of a cuck chair because that's exactly what it looked like they were doing to TNA. Just, why don't you go take a seat over there? Which I know is not that, but you guys know what I mean. It was such a weird thing. It didn't have to play out that way. And the most, I don't know if it's egregious, because I don't think it's that far. Maybe it's funny. TNA Victory Road is this Friday night. Not that anyone knows or cares who are watching the NXT show, but like there are a bunch of talent who are on this show who are currently in feuds or having a match with one another that will be featured on Victory Road this Friday, and they're all fighting for this weird NXT has our title and we have no say over it. They haven't had say over NXT, and TNA hasn't had say over themselves in years. So why is it suddenly a problem? Joe Hendry popped over, and that's when it all started to go to hell. It wasn't Jordan Grace. Jordan was like, I'm TNA through and through, baby. I'm representing this brand until I go. And Joe Hendry's just like, I still got time on my contract, but I'm just going to go to NXT. And NXT's like, yeah, that's right. You work for us now. And he's like, goddamn right I do. Anyway, Joe Hendry showed up in a racing costume. Good for him. That's the extent of that, and that was NXT. You don't have to have anything to add. I wanted to point out the fact that that was NXT.
That was NXT. Yeah, they didn't wear the TNA shirts. That was very sad.
Right.
They didn't wear.
They released a whole shirt. You couldn't get enough pressed in time. What do we do? Where's Carlos Silva? Carlos Silva's too busy doing shows with Tommy Dreamer, where he announces new Hall of Fame inductees. Congratulations to the beautiful people, Angelina Love at Velvet Hall. They're going in. They're going in.
Velvet Holla?
I looked at her Velvet Sky. Yeah. I was looking at her Twitter because it's Velvet Holla. Yeah. Those two women are going into the TNA Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them. They've been around the TNA forever. They're going in for Bound for Glory, along with Mickie James that we talked about on Monday. So Carlos Silva, though, couldn't be asked to tweets about everything else you can think of TNA regarded, but he can't tweet about this for some reason. I'm telling you, man, the jig is up. He's an inside man. You got hometown man on TNA. I think Carlos Silva is actually inside man.
That's a big accusation to be throwing out there, Joel.
Well, I'm going to do it. No, people want to call Joe Hendry, Team NXT. He's infiltrating NXT. No. Joe Hendry's just happy to get the job that pays him more. Carlos Silva, he's the inside man. He's the guy who's going to tear apart TNA from the inside in this whole gimmick.
All right.
It's happening.
Maybe.
It's happening. I'm telling you now.
I don't know. That thing sucked last night. It was so just like dismissive. I was just like, that's it. That's how they're ending. They're just all gonna brawl. Okay.
But it's not gonna do anything going into Bound for Glory because those matches are all set. Other than like the TNA World Title match, that's the only thing that's like that was up in the air last night because of the winner take all match that we all knew would end the way it did, or at least end in a DQ. We didn't know it would end that way. It was kind of a wet fart, but
no, we knew it would end that way. Come on now.
Well, no, we knew it would end with them getting in the ring and doing a big brawl finish. We knew that, but it was I go back to the slap that finishes the match. I think that's where I'm like, oh, that's a wet fart finish. If it had been something a little more tense, that would have been a bigger part of the conversation, or at least a bigger. It just maybe it would have looked better. Either way, it went over the way it did, and I don't think it went over well. And clearly, you don't either. But again, but I'm just going back. I'm going back to Bound for Glory. There's no room for unless you do a 5-on-5 NXT TNA invasion match, which they already have a hardcore war with Order 4 and the system. So it's not like those two teams can do anything with NXT. It's just there's no reason for it right now. Nothing fits.
I promise I'm not doing NXT talk anymore after this.
That's fine.
But you know what the dumbest part of all this was? They keep showing up throughout the night. It's like, oh, so-and-so's arrived, and so-and-so's arrived, and here's so-and-so in the background as this person is arriving. They are so mad, so angry, that they're just going to chill. And they're just going to stand there as Obafemi is walking in, as as Trick Williams is walking in, as people are talking, and here's Cedric and people in the background. They're so angry. They're so angry about the disrespect. But instead of doing something about it immediately, they're just gonna arrive and just hang out and see what happens for the night. So dumb. Just attack immediately. That would have actually done something. If it was when Trick and Oba were running into the arena or walking into the arena, if they got jumped immediately, that would have been, oh, okay. Now shit might be on. What's going to happen the rest of the night? Instead, it's just, who was that in the background? What? Oh, why are they here? What do they want to do? Well, what do you think they want to do? It's dumb.
Wasn't good. And again, Bound for Glory is being built around the show. Again, the only reason the TNA title is being built on NXT is because Everything else has been built on Bound for Glory through TNA, through Impact. It's there's no reason for it. Cardona got a huge pop. That's great. But like Cardona also has the WWE historical name behind him, and he's kept himself relevant on various platforms throughout the time. So it made sense. Like when Cardona showed up, I was a little surprised actually, because Cardona's like I'm not signed anywhere. I'm not representing any team guy, but suddenly he's representing this because they called him. Was like, hey, you know that WWE appearance you really wanted? We got one for you. And Matt was like, oh, you got one? Where? NXT. Fuck it, I'll be there in 5 minutes. He's actually hanging outside the PC doors.
And he lives in Florida, so it's not like it's a far travel for him.
Most of these guys and girls who were there, they weren't flying most of them in. Like Santana's the only one that I'm aware of that lives outside of the States. Just thinking again, going through the Rolodex of people who showed up last night. Like Billy Kay is in Orlando. Macklin, they're in Florida. Vix is in Orlando. Like they're all Florida because it's wrestlers. But Santana's the only one that I can think of who is outside of the state. He's as far as I know still in New York. That was very funny. All these people, man. There were more than 5 ex-WWE talent. I can tell you that, Pedro. There was almost all of them. The only 2 we've already established.
5.
The only 2 that were not former WWE talent were who are TNA now are Moose and Frankie Kazarian. Everybody else showed up. And Mance. Old Mance. Sorry, you're right. Well, because Mance didn't really show up other than that one little like walkthrough.
That's what everybody did. It was just a walkthrough, and then he was like, part of the brawl.
Yes, but I'm saying like Moose and EY or Kazarian were like featured in the crowd, mentioned by name. Like no, they didn't show when they showed Mance and Steph. They didn't say, "Oh, you know who that is? That's Mance Warner." Like they didn't really draw attention to them. They drew attention to literally everyone else. Laying Lee, the former Xia Li, and Xia Brookside walking through. Bless Vic Joseph. He tried so hard to make people know that their name as a tag team is the Angel Warriors, which like they only established this last week on TV, and I'm like, even that's a terrible name. It's Kabuki Warriors, but in TNA, just name wise, because you think Warriors and 2 women in a tag team, you think Kabuki Warriors, and they're not going to face off against the Angel Warriors anytime soon. Why did they get to walk in? How do these people get in? How do they get in? How do they stay in? And why are they in the stands? Again, this is coming from a logistical standpoint, from a creative standpoint. How did this work? How did this make sense? Well, it didn't.
Well, Ava wasn't there, so
right. She was going through a tunnel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys are going to figure it out yourself. Well, then why didn't you beef up security? Why didn't security kick them out when they saw them? Joe Hendry let them in. No, Joe was completely blissfully unaware of what was going on.
They didn't know. Security didn't know.
I would believe that Jordan Grace let them in because at least she was wearing her TNA gear, which was hilarious to me. I noticed that right away. I'm like, oh, she's wearing her Hard to Kill 2024 gear, the rebrand gear. That was her TNA. We're rah TNA. Yeah, they got on the bus. That was the joke I made, Louis, was that they all got on the bus with the fans to go to the PC together. You know, because that's how they do it in Florida. They have a meeting point, a designated meeting point where everyone who's going as a fan to NXT, they have to board a bus to get to the PC because there's no parking at the PC. They're at least not enough to warrant like the 400 people who are going to be there. So they have a designated drop-off point. You get in the bus, you go to the PC, you get back on the bus, you go back to the car, wherever you're going, and that's how you get out. So the TNA stars probably did the same. Who needs to park? Just take the bus. They actually took public transit to be more aloof. Anyway, Tina. We're 15 minutes in, so why don't you leave a thumbs up for that little tirade? Is there any leftover pyro from Monday? There it is, a little bit left over, just ready to spout out for you tonight. There might even be pyro tonight on Dynamite because they're in an arena setting venue, so you might see some pyro. And while you're at it, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. What's wrong with you? Tell your friends. Get them to subscribe to us because we love you and we want you to subscribe to us. And you can donate a super chat any amount. Get your question or statement read on the air. We like it when you do that. Real quick, because it is TNA talk and people are asking about it. I know it feels a little awkward. I don't want to get too deep into it. People are asking about Masha's situation for Friday, I don't know. I don't know how deep you want to get into this, but I am not sure of her status for Friday and her Knockouts title match. I do know that TNA has told SI that they have opened an investigation internally to Masha. So if you want to fill in some of that, you are welcome to start.
Yeah, they've, as Joel mentioned, they opened an investigation into Masha and the abuse allegations that came out yesterday. They have pulled the match listing on their website. So I don't know if you want to read into that. She was scheduled to challenge for the Knockouts Championship on Friday at Victory Road. Again, that's no longer listed on their website. So Masha also lost bookings from Prestige and West Coast Pro. We're not going to dive into the allegations or anything like that. There's screenshots online. There's photos online. I will say, I hope Akira is doing well. Akira's been on our show multiple times. He's been really, really nice to us, and he's been a great guest each time he's been on. He's been on at least twice, maybe even 3 times. But he's been fantastic to us each time he's been on. I did send him a message yesterday, just wishing him well and everything, and he actually responded. I'm sure he got a lot of messages yesterday with everything. So I hope he's doing well more than anything with all of this. But yeah, as far as Masha goes, we shall see when it comes to TNA. I gut feeling, don't know anything. I would not expect her to wrestle on Friday. I think that's very unlikely, but maybe she does. We shall see.
Yeah, again, sending our love, sending our appreciation to Akira. We'll see where it plays out. Both have been on our show before, and we've had the opportunity to speak to everyone in the past. So again, sending out to those affected. Volib sending a super chat, also adding my heart goes out to Akira, and Cyclops better than Wolverine, adding that Vic Joseph said there's an open door policy with TNA and NXT. So that's how they got in last night. Say his name and they appear through the door. So regardless, we won't get too deep into it, but yes, I'm seeing it as well. Like Jeremy said, they don't have the match listed on the TNA website, which is typically a very good indicator of what's happening at the shows. And the fact that it's not there means that there could be smoke to that fire. So we'll see where it goes. And again, just hoping that everything gets solved amicably and safely, and they deal with it as it comes. So there you go. Where else can we go? I don't want to jump right. Well, I mean, we could jump right in, because honestly, at 10:45, I have to jump out for like 15 minutes. I told Jeremy about this. I have to go help my wife load the car, because I got to do that. I was going to be off today and swip things anyway. But instead, no, I'm just going to go load the car and come back. So I'll be out for 15 minutes at like 10:45. So we can get right into the main story if you'd like, unless there's something else that's more interesting.
Oh, my wife has sent me a message about things on clarifying. Yeah, I don't know. It's people asking, further information on what's up with Masha. Guys, check online. I'll say this. She has been accused of domestic abuse from Akira, her former partner, and there's text messages online and there's photos online. Again, TNA is doing an internal investigation. This is something that typically, this is our website policy when we report the news. We typically don't do a story on just the accusations until there's a public response from who is being accused, or TNA or whoever the employer is issues some type of response. And obviously last night TNA did issue a response to Sports Illustrated. So that's when we ended up doing the story. We didn't do the story because Akira put out a lengthy post. He didn't name Masha, but if you knew, you knew. He put out a lengthy post, and we didn't really touch that because it's allegations, it's accusations. We don't know, and we got to also protect ourselves when it comes to that kind of stuff. So until a lawsuit or something is filed, or again a company comments, or the wrestler who is being accused comments, we typically do not fully comment on that. I don't know how much more information I can get. I'm not going to read the text messages, the alleged text messages that are out there. We're not going to show the photos that are out there or anything. It's there if you want to. You can you can go to our website. There's links to everything. You can check it all out. Like you can look for that yourself. But I do want to at least be as transparent as possible with why we are saying as little or as much as we can on this. And again, we're not going to comment on the situation itself because it's not a good situation, and we'll see how it all plays out. It's none of our business with everything. And my biggest thing is I hope Akira is doing well, because very nice guy, and it seems like a tough situation. So I hope he's doing well.
I remind everyone that everything that Jeremy said is exactly it. This is the website's policy. This is how we operate, and the show is also falling under the same policy. And we agree with it that we are not getting into personal lives unless it is something, well, when it's happy. For instance, Kylie Ray announcing her pregnancy is a happy thing that we will say congratulations about. As funny as it was the way that it came about, her announcing it, but I
thought it was a joke at first. I was like, is she just screwing around?
And then but when that stuff happens, like when we celebrate something that's different, when stories like this come up, we handle them very seriously, and we handle them as professionally as we can. It is not easy to navigate a personal matter that has become public, and as such, we wait until official avenues are taken to address stories like this, as we have today. Again, there was response. There was you can find the initial complaints if you go dig. You can find that there have been notices from Masha's employer. She has been pulled from certain shows. So things like that are within the wrestling world, we report on. But the actual allegations and how deep they go, that comes through. That's not us to be alerted to. I'm seeing now Beyond Body Slam, PW Insider also reporting that Jasmine Nix is going to be exiting WWE once her current deal expires. As to when that is, I did not hear. I don't know, but that seems to be the reporting right now. I know we'll be working over at Fightful Select to confirm our side as well, but that is what's coming out of PW Insider and bodyslam.net.
I mean,
they wrote her off last night.
Yeah.
So
yeah, something was up, because she got dismissed very quickly last night, and that wasn't something that had been really building. I mean, they'd been building maybe Fallon turning against the group, but they hadn't really been building just a full-on dismissal of Jasmine in that way. That was a hilarious segment, because the acting is always amazing on NXT, but that was very much like, what happened? I thought you were with her. It's like, oh, your high school TV show acting over here. And then it's like, it was time to get rid of her anyway. Only the strong survive. It's like, oh, okay. Peace out, Jasmine Nix.
You remember the NXT episode when they find Kenta, the former Hideo Itami, in the parking lot? It's everyone remembers this. Kevin Owens walks by and says, "That's a shame." That was essentially what that segment was last night. They found Jasmine Nix, and the other members of Fatal Influence were like, it's a shame. Yes, Lainey Reed joining the group has been what I've been saying for a while. They needed a new woman on the bottom of that team, and Jasmine Nix felt like she was going to get either jumped out and turn face, or, unfortunately for her, what they've decided on, which is not to renew her contract, reportedly. So it makes sense. When they crossed paths with Lainey Reed after she won her match against Candice LeRae, it very much felt like, oh, so we're going to do this after all. And then they took out Jasmine Nix, and it was like, okay, so we are just going to do this. And that'll be that. She's going to be the new leader of Fatal Influence. Lainey Reed. Horse Girl, Lainey Reed. Oh, okay. They're going to make a Horse Girl tag team, because Fallon Henley started off as the Horse Girl, remember? She loved to ride horses.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to become the stablemates.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know, man. Too
What
much to
the
talk about.
fuck was that?
It was me. That's all I got. Wrestling is dumb. We got another super chat from Vala. We got your finger on the button.
Yeah.
Vanilla Fumble
I'm vanilla, baby.
is what we call Gail Kim, some bizarre, valid on death matches. It's a personal preference thing. Takes in the span of 2 to 3 days. I don't want to get too deep in the Gail Kim thing because, well, personally, I like Gail Kim. I disagree with a lot of what she's saying. I understand what she is saying. I just can't tell you I care very much because there is a reality here. Again, this is not a shot at Gail, and I don't want people to think that I'm taking a shot at Gail. She's not working for any promotion right now. And that's not to say her opinions are invalid, but it really is to say that her opinions are not going to hurt the work that she is currently not doing with any promotion. If she was working for TNA still, I'd be like, man, that sucks for TNA because now they got to deal with one more thing that's, that looks bad. Or if she was working with any of these companies, it would become a bigger thing than it's already become for whatever reason. I don't agree with what she's saying. I think people love to get ridiculously obsessive over arguing over things that they are extremely passionate about that they don't need to be passionate about, and as a result, it just kind of it exacerbates further. So no, I looked at Gail's stuff and I was like, I don't agree with it, but like, sure, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I just wish you'd stop fighting with randos in the replies. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm kind of there as well. Wrestlers got opinions, and I don't agree with most of them.
Yeah.
Just tweet through it. Always tweet through it. Never stop tweeting through it.
You saw that too, huh?
It comes up a lot because wrestlers tweet through it and they don't stop tweeting because always tweet through it.
I saw that Kenny had replied to. Listen, man, just go and do whatever you know what? Take the John Cena approach and just suddenly start working an angle for 5 minutes to get a match.
Maybe we'll get Gail Kim and Riho out of this.
That's right. We'll get Gail Kim versus Riho at AEW November to go away. They'll be in Blood and Guts. It'll be a one-on-one Blood and Guts match. That's what I want. And Riho's gonna have to wear a full bodysuit for the event. No schoolgirl attire or whatever. And the camera people have to shoot from the waist up only. I can't tell you how much I don't care. Oh man. So yeah, that's my feelings. Again, if you're going to defend somebody, just remember you don't know these people. You don't. I can say I respect them, but at the end of the day, they're not my true North Star. They're not. My true North Star is the Ottawa Senators, who won last night. Beat the Maple Leafs.
Season. Who gives a shit?
Hey. First of all, they beat the Leafs. Second of all, they're going to put another stand up on the streets of Ottawa to build to that big Stanley Cup parade. Okay? How dare you? Go Sens, go.
It's preseason.
You're preseason.
I mean, technically, I guess so.
Talk about practice. Good shout. Oh my gosh. Yeah. John Cena. That was the funniest and stupidest thing I've seen elapse in what was maybe less than a day. It was 12 hours.
Yeah, Cena initially sent the tweet like Monday before Raw, and then by about yesterday, Tuesday, that was a little over. Yeah, a little over. It was nearly 24 hours because by Tuesday, I guess by 3 they announced the match is official. So
I see it here, 6:30 on the 22nd.
Yeah.
By the 23rd, at 10:30 a.m. The Are You Listening? And then 18 hours ago at 3:50. So yeah, it really was a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
Love it. John Cena can't come to work anymore, but he can build his dates. He can build his matches on social media. By the way, I'm so sad for AJ Styles. He can't have his big Bound for Glory match that everyone was waiting for.
Oh, shocker that he's not going to be a Bound for Glory. I mean, most people tried telling you, but I was very adamant that there was no way he was wrestling at Bound for Glory. And people tried to hold on to some type of hope. Like, oh, but he appeared at Slammiversary. Great. He appeared at Slammiversary. If they had him for Bound for Glory, they would put that out there much sooner. They don't have him. They're not going to have him. They were never going to have him for Bound for Glory.
The people who feel like AJ Styles was going to be a Bound for Glory are the same people who are going to think that Britt Baker is appearing tonight in Pittsburgh at AEW Dynamite.
Wow, shots at Kimmy.
Yeah, shots at Kimmy. Listen, I'll expose the text messages. She says, what do you think the odds are? And today she's like 50-50, 50-60, 60-40. And I was like, 595. She says 5. I'm like, you're right. 298.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe she'll defend herself later on.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Jamie Hayter will come out and she'll have a championship celebration. It'll get interrupted by Britt. There's history there.
I hope Jamie Hayter then says nobody cares. And
that would actually rule. That would actually rule if Britt comes out and Jamie Hayter's like, nobody cares. And then that's the end of that. That would actually be hilarious if that happened.
That's the way I want it. Oh, there's no reason for it to happen other than just to pop us. It is what it is. Yeah, but going back to the John Cena thing, it's very much I'm just putting it out there. I've been told to put it out there. And then I love that he's like, I do not choose my opponents, but I always listen to the fans. It's like, but you started it. You started Cena versus Styles.
Well, he was asking Triple H. He's like, Triple H, you know?
No, it started off as the hashtag Cena versus Styles. Yeah. Thoughts? He was going the full-on podcast grifter route. He was going engagement bait. And he got it, by the way, because 7.2 million people viewed the tweets.
Well, it is what people wanted. Yeah, it was a work, as Zeno Hour said.
100%
last night. Yeah. I mean, well, we figured that out because that's what it turned into. But I don't think this was the plan all along.
God,
or anything.
Remember 3 weeks ago when AJ Styles came out and said someone's trying to hold me back from the backstage? Suddenly AJ Styles got himself a match.
And that went nowhere either. I don't think this was the plan at all because one, Cena said I'm not going to get to wrestle everybody after he did the Logan Paul thing. On Raw, look, if this was the plan, then they suck. They suck at putting stuff together.
We knew that.
Because on Raw, instead of using TV time to do something, AJ's just back there with Dragon Lee and is like, hey, what can we do? And that was it. You're telling me you couldn't dedicate something to maybe calling out Cena or again, getting some type of reference with Cena since you have TV time with AJ? Instead, you just do it on social media to build this. I know Cena's not going to be there until Australia. Fine. Can't build the match because he's not going to be there. So AJ's got to do it alone on television. But they didn't even use TV time on Monday to do it. It was literally, they did something with AJ and Dragon Lee, and then the rest of it was on social. All of it was on social media. So no, I don't think this was the plan. I think this was, we kind of saw how things went with Brock. People didn't like that. Okay, now let's just do matches that fans want to see at this point. And fans want to see John and AJ, so we're going to give you John and AJ. And for these final 5 appearances, we will give you matches that hopefully you will enjoy.
Does this mean that next week's match with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee is off?
That wasn't confirmed. Why were they facing each other? They're teammates.
No. Sorry, they're teaming up together. That's what I was saying. Sorry, the tag. I should have specified. I should have been more clear. There's a tag team match with Dragon Lee and AJ Styles taking on Los Americanos. That's over on Fightful Select. If you haven't already seen it, I think they even announced it on Raw, didn't they? Do they make the match
Maybe.
official?
I don't
Either way,
remember.
regardless, that's a match next week. As a result of that, do they just get through this and then they just pivot for 2 weeks of AJ Styles cutting promos?
It's not even 2 weeks. It's 1 week, isn't it?
Is it really? When's the show? Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it
no, it
was.
is. Next week's the 29th, and then it's the 6th, and then it's the show. Yeah, you're right. So AJ Styles will have one go-home promo. So instead of having him carry this, it's just going to be, we set it up on socials. It's a dream match. You all wanted it. We are doing it.
They're going to have AJ lose to the Los Americanos is what they're going to end up doing.
No, that's right. Well, Dragon Lee will eat the pin, so it's fine.
Maybe.
You know Dragon Lee's just going to eat the pin. He's happy. It's fine.
Maybe. I guess that's what they're doing. And I don't think this was any type of plan.
This is very funny because it's also true. That should be that should be their name. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, they should absolutely brand themselves as AJ Lee.
I don't think this was any type of plan. Dino Hours seems very adamant that because Cena mentioned AJ and Dominic in the promo. When are we gonna learn that they've had zero plan for John Cena this year?
Whole time.
Literally, there's been zero plan for John Cena. It goes back to when he didn't win the Rumble, and even though that was a suggestion. And then the heel turn, and then there was clearly no plan off of the heel turn. The R-Truth stuff, there was no plan off of that because they were letting R-Truth go, and then they had to bring R-Truth back because of fans. They did the CM Punk match in Saudi. They did a return because the heel turn was so bad.
Hell of an about face.
The night before SummerSlam. And then he just faced Logan Paul, and then Brock was back, and so he faced Brock. There's been no plan for any of this. They admitted Brock was back on just a couple weeks' notice. There's nothing. Oh my gosh.
You know what? You deal with her. I got to go deal with my other thing.
Hold on, I got to introduce her properly.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Bye, Joel.
Wait, hold on. Are you going to introduce her as
Yeah.
someone's?
No.
No.
All right. She's here.
Hi, guys!
Are we talking about him?
Yeah, you're his biggest fan.
This has not been confirmed. I think you need to
I've confirmed it.
from who?
Everybody's saying it. Fightful says it. It's not just me saying it. The actual website Fightful says it.
Because you write it on there.
Somebody else wrote it.
Yeah,
I told him
because
to.
you wrote it.
Yeah.
You told Ringside News to be like.
Oh no, I didn't want credit for that. I felt bad that Ringside News called you that because I was like, oh man, I don't need this bit going further than our little bubble here, you know.
Unbelievable.
Our chat says it. Our chat's all calling you Chris Jericho's biggest fan.
Except for when they meet me in person and they say how much they enjoy me being on this show.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. How are you, Kimmy?
I'm great, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm well. Joel's gone. He's a coward. Do you think
He told me to come on here to discuss something.
What?
Where's Dynamite tonight, Jeremy?
Oh gosh.
What do you mean, oh gosh?
It's in Pittsburgh. I know where it's at.
I don't think that is completely accurate. You might want to replace the P with another letter.
Pittsburgh?
You might need to add an R.
Ritzburg?
No, you need to combine the B and the R.
I failed school, okay? I don't know math.
Wait, you failed school and you're a journalist? Hold on here.
Journalist, quotes. I'll never call myself a journalist. You've seen this show. Very little journalism gets done on this show.
Do you think this is why Jack Harlow won't listen to your tweets?
Those tweets blow up too. They get thousands of likes and everything. People really want this for some reason. I mean, I know the reasons, but it's very popular how big this tweet is. It's an online movement. But Jack Harlow is going to be a coward and he's going to ignore me. But I'm not going to stop. I will go 8 million days if I have to. I will not stop until Blake Christian gets his music.
I told you what you had to do. So when I was in high school, I went on like change.org or whatever because I had to do a petition for my high school senior project. And I got thousands of signatures from strangers. So maybe that's what you got to do. You just got to go to change.org and make a petition.
Losers do that, though. I don't want to do that.
You're calling me a loser? I got like an 87 on this project, sir.
You did it for a high school project. I can't say anything bad about that. But, you know, these dorks online like to do on change.org, like start this petition to change this. And like anybody can start these dumb petitions. So I don't want to do that.
I like Brit is at the beach because she lives in Florida.
All right. So she's not in Dittsburg.
That is not what I said. We don't know where she is. You know, Penn State is having their.
Why don't you message her? Message her and be like, where are you? Are you going to be at Dynamite tonight?
You know, you're like the fourth person who has told me to do that today.
Well, you're the one who keeps wondering. I don't know.
Well, you know, maybe you should be excited about the possibility.
Nobody cares.
That's not true. Do you see every time that AEW tweets about like Dynamite in Pittsburgh? What are the comments? Brit.
I don't read the comments.
Because you're too busy about Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I don't read the comments to what people are saying about AEW in Pittsburgh. I'll be excited if she shows up. I like Britt Baker. There's nothing wrong with Britt Baker. Her last television appearance rolled. She dismissed Serena Deeb and was like, nobody cares. It's a great quote.
I mean, that's what her legacy has come to. Do you know she's the first female signee? She is a former AEW Women's Champion, a former main eventer, the first person in the company, by the way, to main event Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage.
Nobody cares.
That's not true.
I was at the first Rampage show. I watched her main event that show.
How great was that match against Red Velvet?
I only remember that was when Hayter debuted, right? That was Jamie Hayter's debut. Yeah, because people thought it was Becky Lynch because of the red hair. So.
And you know where that took place?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. I know. I was there. I said it.
Pittsburgh.
That's why I said I don't know if you were listening before you came on, but I did say that like there's a possibility of Jamie Hayter comes out. She's the new champion and everything. And then all of a sudden, Britt comes out. Like, it would be a full circle thing. I'm not dismissing that possibility at all. And then I think it'd be hilarious if Jamie Hayter was like, nobody cares. You haven't been on television in a year. Nobody cares.
It hasn't been a year. It'll be a year in November. It is September 24th. Like 10 months.
You sure?
Yeah, her last appearance was like November 5th, 2024.
All right. I believe you. I don't keep up when her last appearances were.
Some of us have to. Some of us have been getting messages since 9 a.m.
Who's messaging you at 9 a.m. about this? Bryan Danielson?
Imagine.
Oh.
I laugh.
Well, if she's returning, give me a heads up so I can pre-write this story. That's all I care about.
That was literally that guy's message to me, by the way. Why
are they stealing my bit?
I don't know.
Who was it? I know everybody who works over there. I'll message them.
How do you think it was?
I can name a lot of people. Hold on, I'll put it.
It wasn't the person that's on.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll message him. Like, why are you stealing my bit?
He's gonna be like, "What are you spilling my secrets for?"
I won't blow up a spot with that. But I don't appreciate that my bit is being stolen by other people. It's a good bit. But yes, don't message that person. Message only me.
Okay. Maybe can I put you two in a group and be like,
No. I want the stories. I don't want anybody else to have them. I don't spill the secrets, though. I've never once spoiled anything. I've alluded to a lot of things on this show that turn out to be true, but I've never spoiled anything because I don't want to spoil things. I don't want to spoil things for people.
Spoiling is bad.
I did spoil all of Collision one week, but those were out there. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't me getting inside information of what's going to happen. No.
But I don't you see my lower third? I know nothing. I don't know. I'm hoping.
I don't know shit, crybaby.
See, but that's what I'm saying, though. Where's Scott George's comment? Like, Penn State's having their whiteout game. Maybe she's there for the pregame of the Penn State game.
Oh, say Jamie Hayter isn't champion. Oh, she's not. Chris Statlander's champion.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dumb. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna correct you on that. I was gonna be like, no, I just want you to keep going.
You should have. Yeah, you should have corrected me. Don't make me look too stupid out here. Yeah, Statlander won. My bad, everybody. I've been hitting the head a lot. My bad, Hud Smith.
But listen, here's the thing. Here's how I wrote this in. So if you guys remember, throughout this entire build to the match this past weekend, Statlander talks about how she hasn't had an opportunity to wrestle for the title in 4 years. Who did she face? She faced Britt Baker. She hasn't said Britt Baker's name. So if I was Britt, I'd be like, you should put some respect on my name, because not only was I the person that wrestled you in that match, but I won. So who's to say she doesn't come out after Statlander and Mina?
And then Statlander says,
Nobody
cares.
No. What's Tony's announcement? I'm assuming it's the women's tag titles.
Yeah, sure.
Someone asked me in the comments, so I'm assuming it's
I know.
that.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, sure.
What do you think it is?
Tag titles. That's fine. Maybe it's Britt Baker. Maybe his huge announcement is Britt Baker is back. And now let's welcome back former AEW Women's Champion, the first woman to ever sign with AEW, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
I had said that on Saturday, and I texted you and Joel specifically, and you did not answer. And
I was working on Saturday. Do you know how busy I was on Saturday?
Yeah.
It was a super long day. I didn't have time to entertain your Britt Baker lore while I was trying to work.
But you answered me so quickly when I talked about Jack Harlow. Hold on here.
Yeah, because that ruled. That was something fun. I was doing less work at that point because the shows were over.
Well, some people had to get into the Palooza.
Yeah, I was covering the press conference more than WrestlePalooza.
I also watched the press conference. Ella J got to ask some questions.
She was a coward. She didn't ask the important questions.
She recorded the important questions for you.
She did. Her and Alex recording it was very funny.
They're top tiers. What do you mean that announcement? That's not an important announcement as far as yeah, it is. In Britsburg. She was hanging out with Martin Cove this past weekend.
She was hanging out what?
With Martin Cove this past weekend.
They're like best friends. That's not anything like to write home about. Yeah.
Can confirm. I met him through Britt, actually. He's a cool.
Message him. Ask him if Britt's gonna be there tonight.
When he's not biting off people's arms, he seems like a cool dude.
Ask Martin Cove if she's gonna show up tonight.
You think I have that contact? That's wild.
I assume you have everyone's contact. You're very plugged in.
I don't have Chris Jericho's contact.
I don't believe that for a second.
I feel like you would know.
I don't know shit, crybaby.
Why am I? Tony and Mina is the first tag champs? No, because I feel like you don't need to put a title on Tony right away. I feel like
yeah. Nah, Tony Storm should win all the titles. I'm fine with that.
But she just lost the title. It's very upsetting.
Exactly. So she needs to win another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
She can win the TVS from Mercedes.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why? She could be like, I beat you once, now do it again.
Yeah, I just don't think that's going to happen.
Pittsburgh is no, I like Pittsburgh for the couple times I've been there. I will also be there December 21st for what would be Sting's last signing in paint.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be at that.
Oh my God, you should go. You know who's also going to be there? Mina Shirakawa. Since we were just talking about her.
That's good. I mean, I'll be happy to meet Mina, but yeah, I gotta see Sting and get an autograph, to get a picture and all that fun stuff.
And see me?
Wow, I mean, nah.
What the? I've been the one telling you about these events.
Oh, I know. You're gonna be my in because I don't want to pay for any of this stuff.
Here we go.
Just help me. Just after he's done with everything, just let me get a picture with him. That's all. That's all I care
Should
about.
I add you to the list of people asking me for free Sting stuff?
Yeah. I'm more important than all of these people, though. I don't care who else is on this list. I'm more important than all of them.
Why do you believe that? Give me your reason.
Well, one, you're on this show all the time, so that
you didn't
makes.
invite me here.
I always invite you.
The text
You have an open invitation. You know that.
So I could literally just pop on and be like, Britt Baker rules and log off.
Yeah, the link is the same. Do you not know this? Do you not know the link is the okay?
Because I used the link that I was sent for my birthday.
Yeah. So the link is that you can show up anytime you want. I don't care. This show's dumb as hell. We don't care who shows up on this thing. You're welcome anytime here. But I'm also more important because when these people who have also asked you, when they can produce a photo of themselves as a kid dressed up like Sting, then they can skip the line. I went as Sting for Halloween. That's how deep my history goes and my love of Sting. These people don't have any of that. They're just like, I like Sting because who knows? Because Sting rules. That's the easy reason to like him. But they weren't going out as Sting for Halloween. That's real Sting devotion right there.
Thank God for Sting. Make everything better.
No. Okay, my boss praises you one time, and you think this is like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Sting? Sting is the greatest thing ever.
Sting is the greatest thing ever.
So did you see this picture of Sting? Yeah, that one. So I send this to my boss, and he goes, I am posting this. This is the greatest thing ever. Why did you not send me this ahead of time? And he still goes on and on and on to me about this photo. Not that one. I didn't send him this one.
You should send him this one. He would like this one. Leave Sting alone.
That's what I say to you.
There was also
every
this
time.
one.
So I did not even know that WCW had cereal.
You bet.
I wasn't alive, buddy.
Well,
oh gosh.
Regardless. And did you notice the little Easter egg?
I did, because you sent me this while I was on my cruise, and I was like, can you leave my client alone? Thank you.
No. Why would I leave your client alone? Look at everybody, if you're watching us on video, look at the box. Look at what Sting's got on the box. See that delicious beard he's holding on his face? God bless.
Sting will sign anything but baseball bats. So this is very important. Sting will not sign a baseball bat. Do not come with one. I'm gonna turn you down. Don't do it.
What if it's a wiffle ball bat? What about a cricket bat?
No.
What about a pickleball bat?
No.
Pickleball bat.
I don't know. Is that what they call it? Racket? Pickleball racket? I don't know.
No, that's a racket. No.
What if they show up with a pickleball racket?
Now I'm gonna be like, no, sorry.
Is it because he won't sign the bats because he thinks that someone's gonna pass it off as one of the ones from WCW in 2001 and he's trying to be benevolent?
No, because if someone with a Sting bat tries to like kill somebody, then technically Sting is related to the crime.
He's not. That's a terrible excuse.
That's what he tells me.
Sting has very poor legal advice coming his way. Sting, who's your lawyer? Let's talk. I need to talk to Sting's lawyer. Nobody else. I don't care about an interview with Sting. We've already interviewed one of his sons. I want to talk to Sting's lawyer so I can tell him how stupid that advice is.
Why?
Because it's stupid advice. It's like people who bring weight belts for certain wrestlers to sign. Right? Well, now it's Cody, thankfully. People will bring the weight belts for Cody to sign, and Cody will sign them. I can turn around and whip somebody's ass with a weight belt. No one's gonna go after Cody Rhodes.
Now you're getting yourself in trouble, Joel. Like you're this premeditated weight belt attack.
Like anyone's gonna go back and find this episode to go figure out how this attack came about.
All right, guys. So on September 24th at 57 minutes, I think. Clip this. 54-38,
but anyway.
I'm sorry.
It's a Kimmy appearance. Everybody likes when Kimmy's on the show.
It's true.
Yeah, Joel. Even though you walked away when I came on, you missed our whole Brit conversation.
Oh, did we figure out that it's still 98-2? 1% chance.
Wait, you said 20 minutes ago it was 98-2. How'd we get to 99-1?
Well, things change, pal.
Like what?
Just like AJ Styles getting a match with John Cena. Plans change, pal.
That I like how they're like, oh yeah, so since we're running out of appearances, like why would they even like if they didn't do the number thing, if they didn't like advertise how many appearances he had, he could have shown up on like every Raw.
So yes. However, he did it himself right at the beginning.
Yeah.
At Money in the Bank, he said when he announced the retirement in Toronto, Money in the Bank 2024, he said how many appearances he had.
Nah, not quite.
Didn't he? He said he's on a full-time. Basically, we got the number like before.
We got the number very early, but they didn't know at Money in the Bank. They knew because they initially said like 24, like over 24, and then it turned into 36, so it ended up being 36. But yeah, they didn't know at Money in the Bank quite what the plan was. They knew shortly after that it was going to be about 30, because I think the initial number was like about 30, and then I think it was like 24, and then it was about 30, and then it turned into 36. But there was the countdown basically after the heel turn. There was the countdown of this is how many appearances he has left, because they were. Who's going to ruin wrestling, and is like, this is how many times you're going to see me.
He started that the night after WrestleMania, because I distinctly remember him introducing it. Yes, because I distinctly remember being inside the building and being like, what is this, the worst 51st dates gimmick ever? I remember him saying, I have 36 dates left. He was always doing the I'm going to ruin wrestling. But he started
I don't think it was after WrestleMania, though. That's the thing. I think it was actually before that.
I don't think so.
I think it was the Raw right after Chamber, or the SmackDown after Chamber, whenever he was like that first promo.
I don't know. That was in Buffalo.
Was Ella J there?
She was, I think. Oh no, she wasn't, because she went to Chamber after Elimination Chamber.
Do we think he wrestles at his Garden date, his MSG date?
Yes.
Yes.
Against
I think
who?
he does.
Grayson Waller.
No. Well, there's that rumored Dom match,
Oh, that's not a rumor. That's just someone, John, talking about wanting to face Dominic.
I think that'll happen, though. I think that'll happen.
It could be it should be at doesn't he have the Boston date? Let it be the Boston date.
Could be the Boston date.
What does he have, 6 left? Or
No,
5
he's
left
at
after?
5, yeah.
Was
He's down to 5.
John Cena on the post-Elimination Chamber episode of Raw?
No, it wasn't
it
that
wasn't.
one. It was like 2 weeks later he was on it.
Was that the one in Belgium?
Yeah. Brussels. Somewhere.
That's still Belgium, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, when he yelled at the child?
Yeah, and then made that child an international sensation.
Yeah.
And then Alex tried to convince me that he should be at WrestleCon.
All right, Joel might actually be right, unfortunately.
Yes, let's go.
Look at Joel on such a roll lately.
I remember being there, taking a photo of the 36 dates left and being like, this is the worst reboot of 51st Dates ever.
It wasn't 36. Oh, okay, yeah, 36 dates, because then it counted down because he like listed them off. But he was down to 20 something by the time WrestleMania rolled around.
Yes, yeah. He listed them and they counted down, like you said.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay. All right. Good job, Joel.
Hooray. Once in a while I get it right. We did it.
Joel's having
You
a
got
week,
it right this past
unfortunately.
weekend.
Yeah, Joel's having a good week. This is very sad.
It's very, very telling that this is where we're going in life.
Yeah.
And I'm doing well. That means things are going rough for everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Did you get your Team TNA shirt yet, by the way?
No, but when I
cowardly.
tweeted out the fact that most of the TNA roster are currently appearing on NXT and they're supposed to be facing each other at the the special on Friday, a few of them sent me a message being like, "We were talking about this." So, it's been a week. But it's okay, folks. The Hardys and Team 3D are signing the contract this Thursday to determine their World Tag Team title match and the stipulation for Bound for Glory, which will probably be the main event.
Isn't it just going to be a TLC match?
No, you think Bubba,
No.
you think they're gonna work on fucking ladders and chairs? What are you talking
Well,
about?
they will. They will.
Yeah, it writes itself.
The tables match. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but they'll use ladders and chairs in that match. 100%.
I don't know about ladders, but definitely. Well,
Oh, Jeff will break out a ladder.
you're right. You know what? Jeff will use a ladder. Everyone else will be like, hell no.
Yeah, nobody else is gonna use a ladder. Jeff will use a ladder.
Jeff will be like, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
Take it for the team. What team is it? They weren't on the show last night either.
There were a couple like names that weren't there. Ash wasn't on there, right?
She's in Edmonton accepting. Oh no, Lowell. She's in Lowell accepting the TNA day from the mayor there. I'm not kidding. Like she is literally.
Oh, I know. I saw it.
She's going to be in Lowell accepting the TNA day award. I don't know what that is. Designation.
It's an award.
I think it's a designation.
I think it's just an honor.
It's an honor. That's the word. I was trying to think of the word. Yeah, it's not. It's an honor. I guess to be TNA Day in Lowell, Massachusetts. The long shadows of Boston. So yeah, she was there. Who else wasn't there?
No one from her faction was there, right?
Allegedly, Heather Reckless was there.
Oh.
Someone in the chat said that Heather was spotted, but I didn't see her unless she ran in at the very end. And listen, Heather Reckless is like 4'7" to begin with. I wish I was joking.
Justice for short people. Hello.
I'm making fun of the fact. It's just hilarious that she's in a faction where she is 4'7" and her tag team partner is 6'8".
Was Leon there? I don't think I saw.
Leon Slater was not there. Basically, you had to have either appeared on WWE through the TNA Vortex or been
live in Florida.
WWE, well, that too, or be a former WWE employee. So if you've appeared on the show or you've been under contract, you were allowed to be there. Shout out to Alicia Fox showing up with that was the funniest thing. Macklin and Alicia Fox walking into frame together. It's like this is wrong on many, many fronts. But here we are.
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about NXT.
Well, we got it out of the way.
Joel is. I'm not.
We did it, but that was very strange.
Yeah.
Don't tell Kim that Heather Reckless is 4'7".
Did you see Kenny's tweet?
Yeah, I did. We talked about it earlier on the show. It's so silly. It's so stupid. Don't stop putting wrestlers on pedestals. Tatum Paxley whooping Alicia Fox during the brawl. That's what you get for having a podcast on the show, Vix Crow. What are we doing? Yeah, Leon Slater and Javon Evans is a match people are clamoring for, myself included. I just don't want it bunched into this. I think if you're going to do Leon and Javon at any point, you wait until like the new year if you're going to restart the TNA integration after the big blow up. Yeah, Macklin had the international title. He finally got to show that thing off on a show that wasn't the one he's actually the champion for, despite having the name international on it. So good for him. He had the blue plasma belt, as we like to call it on the show.
Blue plasma belt.
He got blood on it the first time he won it.
I keep up with TNA so much, guys. Clearly.
It's on the same night as ROH.
Exactly. Yeah. We got a pure women's tournament going on.
Allegedly.
That's been going on since April.
Shh, we don't talk about that. There were some injuries.
That's his excuse for everything. Can't do bloody guts. We have injuries. Can't do this match. We have injuries. 5 people came back and all out. We still have injuries. You're always going to have injuries. Pivot. You can do it. I promise.
I think, who do we think is going to win that tournament?
The fans.
The fans?
Yeah.
Sure big.
That's it.
Why are we talking about the ROH Women's Peer Tournament? What?
Because people were talking about it in the comments when we were talking about...
No, nobody. Right. Literally nobody is talking about it.
They were in the comments.
No, there's no. I've not seen Ring of Honor, ROH, nothing. Nothing. They're talking about Sting's lawyers more than they're talking about ROH.
Nobody is talking about the ROH Women's Peer Tournament. ROH isn't even talking about this tournament.
That's not true. They announced a match for tomorrow.
They've announced 2 matches and 1 major announcement.
No, we have Olympia versus Billy Starks in the quarterfinal.
Oh, I was talking about Dynamite. I was talking about the show people are actually watching.
You know, Actually, for those wondering where Serena Deeb is, she is still in the tournament.
Allegedly.
She is. We have this nice little.
Look, all I'm saying is
What is? Oh, it's the bracket.
it's a bracket. Why should anyone care?
Why am I lying about Burn WWE? I am not lying about Burn WWE. Me and Sean and so many others have gratefully confirmed she is under contract for well over a year, not including the 10-month injury time. Lawrence
is just trolling you.
He's right though.
how?
Oh, he's just right. Lawrence is often right. He is a journalist of the highest regard.
Look, ROH is great. Look at that comment. Look at that.
That literally came after someone said, I was looking at RAM for my PC and then said, yeah, it's a good show. It may as well have been like, yeah, it's a show I watch on the background of doing literally anything else. It's the
one
show that's
day
on while everyone else is watching something else. It's not even
Bandito has been announced, actually.
It's not even secondary. It's tertiary. It's in the background of what you're doing. It's like I've got my work right here. I've got YouTube here, and I'm watching, like, I don't know, some competitive eater doing a food challenge, and then Ring of Honor is here, and I'm not even looking here. This is just a TV that's usually off that sometimes I play video games on. That's how much Ring of Honor means to people. It is this TV in the background behind you that sometimes turns on when you just think, oh yeah, that I forgot about that.
Until Bandito puts on a 5-star match, and then people are like, oh my god, he's the wrestler of the year. You know where you can watch him? Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and you know what? Like Tony said, probably the best thing that ever happened was Bright Star fucking up the feed and giving away the pay-per-view for free. Do you know what's going to come of that? Nothing. They're still going to charge you $10 a month in hopes of getting your money. If they start putting stuff on YouTube again, I'll have a different conversation.
Listen, we have Final Battle. The pay-per-view is going to happen.
Yeah, and Billy Starks is going to beat Athena for the Ring of Honor
Women's Championship. No, that's not the match.
Well, then what's the match?
I don't know yet.
Is it Britt Baker? Is she coming back to take on Athena for the ROH Women's World Championship?
Oh my god, please, for the love of God. And then I will be there. Oh, what a dream. What a dream.
You'll be the only one doing that.
I might be at Final Battle, but only if Blake Christian's getting a title shot. That's the only way I'm going.
And the music.
The music, at least we know that's out of Tony's control at this point.
It's true. We have to go find Jack.
We'll be on about day 90 something by the time December rolls around. So
it's true.
Yeah.
I told Jeremy how to fix this, and he doesn't want to.
Wait, what did you say?
What did you say?
I told you to start your petition.
Oh
yeah, because change.org really does that.
Yeah.
You know,
she used the example because when she was in high school doing a project, which fair enough, it was only like 2 years ago anyway, so it's not like it was that outdated.
2019.
It's 2 years ago.
It was for Factory Farms, actually. Factory Farms. I didn't pick the topic. The person in my group did. I was just in charge of doing all the work, obviously. Obviously.
Like, of course, they stuck me with all the work.
Literally, because no one else wanted to do anything, and it was for so much of our grade. And I was like, you know what? Screw this.
You should have not done anything either.
Then I would have gone to 0 and not graduated high school.
Yeah, you don't need high school.
I need to go to college.
I didn't graduate high school. I turned out okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, it's a lie. So
skipped right over to university, did you? Oh, amazing.
Well, listen, remember, I won the most athletic superlative in my high school. Just saying.
She says remember like this is common fact.
Because I've told you this in the past. And then
yeah, I just said I don't listen to you.
I'm glad that we have a group chat where only one person talks to me.
I didn't know that Chris Statlander was the AEW Women's Champion. I don't remember what you said on this show.
It's true. The fact that you said Jamie Hayter, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. Like, even I knew where you were going, but even I was just like, no, you know what? Let's just change history.
I don't remember what you said on this show, who knows how many months or years ago, about some anecdotal nonsense.
I have a hoodie that says it because I wanted to brag to the entire
What a
school.
dork.
You are either in the right profession or you need a new one.
I think I'm in the right profession. Are you kidding?
It's true.
Everybody who's in this profession is in the wrong profession.
It's
one
true.
Way or another.
God, get out of this thing. If you got any brains, get out of this profession.
Yeah.
You know how many conversations I've had lately with people being like, I hate this place, but it's the best thing I can do with my life. That's wrestling right there.
That's about right.
I can do better, but I can't do better. It is the wrestler's paradox. Oh my gosh. Xeno Hour. By the way, we have a week left until this month's XP1 expires. Have we been keeping track?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give out who's
No,
ahead and
fine.
everything, but yes, I've kept track. Yeah, I did not rig it this month. The actual winner will be the actual winner,
And they will receive a cameo from the one and only Brian Alvarez, Wrestling
Yes.
Observer,
Yeah.
the F4W online. And yeah, whoever it is, that's fine. Grays was just like, hey, you should get Dijak now that he's doing cameos. I'm like, no, that Dijak knows who we are. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Even if he knows the lore, he's not going to implement it. He may be cheaper, which I appreciate, but Brian's
Alvarez is like $5. Dijak's not going to be cheaper than that.
no, Alvarez I think is $10 and Dijak's $9.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he cut an undercut by $1.
No, good on Dijak for only charging $9 for that. Honestly.
Yeah, he said something about it being like more affordable or whatever.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's $12.47 Canadian, which is about $9.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yes, I'm looking at it. It says $9. 24-hour delivery. He has 5 stars.
He should. He's really entertaining. He's a great guy. We like it when he shows up on our show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Donovan Dijak. Anyway, Xeno Hour, who was a former winner of the XP1 3 times in a row.
The only winner.
It's true, the only winner that matters. Saying, apologize to Joe Hendry, he's better than ZSJ, and it's not just me saying that. PWI 500 says it. I know you guys talked about it, and I don't give a shit about lists. I've never said that Joe Hendry wasn't deserving of the opportunities he's been afforded. He's just not for me, and you can see it. There's an inauthenticity to the way he's been brought through the system. It's whatever. Good for him. He made the list that is put together by a bunch of people who tell you this is our list. You know what I could do? I could also make a list and anger the internet, but I don't care enough to do it. So good for Joe. He did
should,
something that
coward.
made people angry.
I think you should make a list of top in the weeds guests.
Oh.
I feel like we've already run away with one. Did I tell you? I didn't tell you this weekend. I got shot down for inviting a wrestler to be the weekend host of our morning show.
Ooh.
I asked Evil Uno if he wanted on camera
Oh. Okay.
because this is now our third interview together. And Uno, he's just like, this means I'm basically like part of the team now. I'm like, yeah, actually, I've been meaning to ask you. I've got a morning show. We need a weekend host. Do you want to do it? He's like, absolutely not.
Fair.
I was like,
Honestly,
I get it.
fair.
I really get it. So we're trying, but yes,
We're not trying.
we're not trying.
We're not trying to get a weekend show. We are not.
Oh, we need either Macklin and Deanna or Macklin and Bishop Dyer.
Bishop Dyer, yeah.
Those are two guys that we want running a weekend show.
Let me answer this real quick. Zeno are saying, out of curiosity, who actually won last month? I legitimately do not know. I said at the beginning of the month I was rigging it for you, Zeno Hour, and I did not even keep track of who actually won. So I legitimately have no idea who actually won for the month of August because I didn't keep.
You
track
had
of
one
it.
job.
I didn't have that job that month.
He has
I said
of other jobs. It's okay.
Yeah, I said it at the start of the month. I'm like, I'm rigging this for Zeno Hour because we need the third month in a row Alvarez cameo. I'm not going to keep up with it. And I didn't. I wasn't going to keep up with it just for fun's sake. That sounds dumb. I got better things to do with my time.
Fair. Accurate. Tweet at Jack Harlow, obviously.
Yeah,
Number one.
a way better use of my time than and keep up with the something that I was never going to use. So I don't know. If somebody else wants to go back and do the numbers, go for it. Like, it's not difficult to do, but I ain't doing it.
That's what you need on
Crazy.
this show. You need Jack Harlow on this
I
show.
would love to get Jack Harlow on the show. What do you
He's
mean
more
that's
than
who?
welcome.
Yeah.
You
You
know
know who
what
I
we should
you
do?
know who I reached out to, Joel? Because you put it in the chat on a Tuesday, I guess it was. Yeah, it would have
Oh,
been Tuesday.
Ava,
Yeah.
not the NXT GM, Ava.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you for doing that. I knew you would. We have much to discuss.
I
Burgeoning
don't
artist with a long, long list of film accolades. She deserves to be platformed for her wrestling and for her work.
yeah, I don't think anything's gonna come of it, but I tried, you know? I
Good on
tried.
you. I do appreciate
Yeah.
you doing the hard work. The hard work. I'm a child. Tom Pestic, Paul London Squirrels.
Paul
Those are the
London, yeah. Yeah, Paul London was great. Are we doing just like wrestler guest or
I don't know,
like
whatever.
Guesting
regulars?
on this show. Well, what do you count as regulars? Like media pals?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like our media pals are pretty low on the list compared to other interviews we've done.
Well, I'm saying if it's just them though, if we're not including wrestlers on the list.
Oh, wrestlers are absolutely on the list. Wrestlers
No, I know, but like a separate list, Joel.
Oh, a separate list?
Yes.
Kimmy number last.
What are you talking about?
Zarian's number one, right? It's got to be
Zarian
Zarian.
is, yeah, very close to, if not the top.
Yeah, Zarian's got to be number one.
Janela's on the
No.
wrestler list for sure.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, Janela's on the wrestler list.
Like high.
Darian took my took my seat at Final Battle, and has sworn to me that if and when AEW runs Hammerstein again this year, that he's going to do it again. How is he
Yes, he
above
should.
me on this list?
I hope
For
No.
that reason, right there, you just gave the reason why.
You know what? I can say it. Your mom, Jeremy, she's up on that list.
Oh, I saw that the other day. That was cool.
That's unfortunate. My mom's gonna now watch this and be like, "See, that girl liked me." Like, great, mom, fantastic.
I was watching it in the airport when I was coming home from North Carolina, where they were TSA checking you in the gate. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I thought something was going to happen to me.
I need to go back to North Carolina just to get Bojangles. That's the only reason I care to be.
So good. I had cookout for the first time when I went this past.
What'd you get?
I got a wrap and I got a milkshake.
A wrap of all things? I mean, their wraps aren't bad, but milkshake is at least all right. I can respect that. I miss.
Well, they
Cookout.
have like 100 milkshake flavors.
I know. Yeah, I miss Cookout. Really miss
So
Cookout.
good.
Yes.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah. Anybody in that area should definitely get the cookout. Okay, you're putting my mom on the list. I'm not putting Sean on the list. He
Hell
pops
no.
on whenever he wants.
Yeah, no, hell no. Cam.
Cam.
For sure. Yeah, Cam Hawkins.
Cam will be up there.
Yeah. Who else?
So where the hell am I on this list?
You've already established the bottom.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm better than some of the other people on this show.
Maybe ahead of Sean.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Alex McCarthy, he's up there.
No, fuck that.
I mean,
he's not on here.
I like him. I like put him up
He
there.
hasn't been on in a while. He's been a coward too. So
True. Alistair McGeorge, he's good.
I do
He's been
like
on
him.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Alba. Yeah, I'll put John Alba up there. It's probably
He's
top.
someone who needs to come on at any time he wants, and he doesn't.
John.
He's kind of
Yeah, I
cowardly.
agree.
Yeah,
It's true. Unless he's
He's-
filming with Matt during those times.
he's being cowardly.
It's true.
Yeah, he's
I
being
can't believe I'm
cowardly.
so low on this list. What the hell?
Yeah. Spencer Love's gotta
Spencer
be up
above
there.
Kimmy. Yeah. Ella above Kimmy. I think so.
Whoa. I'm on this show more than Ella.
And
So doesn't
Lawrence.
that
Lawrence is yeah. I'll put Lawrence above Kimmy. It's a low bar. Yeah. Oh, Zach's been on the show too. Zach from Love Wrestling. Yeah, I'll put him pretty high up. He's a great guy.
I think on your list, similar to the PWI list, it's about how many matches you've had. And I've been on more this year than some of these people on the list.
Has Lyric been on?
I don't think Lyric's been on our show.
Well, Lyric's welcome. She'd be above Kimmy. Yeah, Vol's right. Vargov's got it right. Quality over quantity.
No.
Yes.
I give so much
Andrew-
quality. I spent
Andrew
my birthday
Zarian-
on this show.
Andrew Zarian has balanced the quality and quantity of appearances on our show. I can maybe we can count on one hand, and I'm talking like 2 fingers, when Zarian's appearance hasn't been as good as others. And even that was still a pretty good experience. When Zarian's here, Zarian is bringing the quality. Remember when he gave us the office tour?
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, it was great stuff. We need that. Kate has been on our show. She's made an appearance.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, Kate works late on Tuesdays. Really, most nights.
No
Gotta
excuses.
do that stuff.
No excuses.
People were surprised I didn't show up on the NXT post show last night. That would require me staying up past 10 o'clock.
Man, what an adult. Staying up past 10 o'clock.
Paul London Squirrels are up there.
Yeah,
They
but
don't even talk English.
Yeah, they speak squirrel.
We understood them.
Oh, Hernandez is up there. Yeah, Adrian Hernandez. We like having him on. He sat in a chair in my office once.
What is talking squirrel?
Once again, we have media and we have the wrestlers. The wrestlers are on their own list. This is the media friends that we have. Andreas Hale, technically media, above Kimmy. I give him an A. I give him an A for Andreas.
Was I getting that?
Shaq.
Shaq. That wasn't Shaq. Yes, that was a top guess.
I kind of owe Shaq like a redo on that, which we haven't done, but I kind of owe him one on that one.
Shaq has done a lot of work. Has he done anything that we should bring him on for specifically?
He does an interview, like he did the interview with Eddie Kingston, like Eddie's first interview.
That's
ahead of All Out this weekend. So Shaq gets a lot of good interviews.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking a shot at Shaq because I think he's fantastic. Just whenever we bring people on, it's typically because there's a specific reason or piece of content that they've put out. So
Kimmy just pops up whenever.
Yeah.
I was invited here for Joel to leave to talk about Brit.
Well, he's been back, so you can leave now.
That's so rude.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah,
Don't you want to run down Dynamite or something?
It's in like 30 minutes. What are we going to do? We're going to sit here and be like, what's Tony's major in us? Like, who cares? It's either going to be really, really good or really, really stupid. And
we talked about that already. Good job watching your own show.
I was busy, you...
Be nice, Joel.
I had 2 words I was going to use, and I ain't going to use them.
Why don't you type it in the private chat then? Your 2 words.
No. But anyway, point is, I was busy. And plus, Jeremy and I already did this on Monday.
This was one of my favorite things ever when Shaq would do that. And it was me, Cher Delaware, and Will Washington. And it came together very last minute, clearly with that.
It was me.
Guess. No.
It was November.
You weren't on this.
It was like the second to last one you guys did. Yes, it was me.
I don't remember you. I did another one with them. Were you part of this one?
I was.
How many people
were part of one of the last ones?
I don't remember being you part of it.
Wow.
Nah, it was us 3. It was maybe you were there. I don't remember you being there.
Maybe you were there.
Yeah. No, it was definitely me, Will, and Cher. That's who was there for this. I don't think you were there, Joel. I think you're lying. Again, maybe we did one together. I just don't. This was not the one I'm talking about. This one came together very last minute. And you could tell by this group of people here. And I derailed the whole thing, as I'm one to do. And Shaq was like, I think that made him want to quit doing it, honestly, because I was just giving joke answers. And Will is trying to be a professional. And Cher is also giving joke answers.
You bitch, what? That was me.
I don't remember you being there.
Will wasn't there. You never did one with Will and Cher.
I did do one with Will. No. I did do one with Will.
I'm looking right now, and I don't see one that has the 3 of you listed.
He's pulling up the receipts.
Here's the link for the chat with the one that you, me, and Cher did specifically. And that was November 1st. And I remember we did nothing serious on that episode. And then he did one for December and then said, that's it. And that one was like him, I think it was Alex, Queen of the Ring, and another like Twitch streamer. And after that, it was just like, oh, we're done here. This is game over.
I did do one with Will.
but not with Cher.
I'm gonna look this up now.
They're getting very.
Yes, okay. You did one with
intense in
Kate,
this.
Will, and Jeremy. You did do one.
Okay.
You did
All right.
okay, and that was when Bray was. There was talk of Bray returning to WWE.
Yes. Okay.
That was episode 10,
Okay.
and that was the August episode.
I confused the women. They're all
Wow! Wow!
Wow.
I was gonna make a joke that 0% of our audience would have gotten, but if Sean is listening, Cher is listening, or Jesse Buckeye is listening, they would get. As the only 3 people who would get the joke.
For $1, name a woman.
Oh my god.
All right, well, that one was fun too. I completely forgot that you were at this one, Joel.
The one where you derailed everything was absolutely. We said afterwards, what was that?
Yeah.
It was awfully fun and awfully awful.
Clearly, yes. Clearly, I merged the two together with who was on the show. And my memory is not working today. It doesn't work
Clearly,
most
Jamie
days.
Hayter is the.
She might be.
She could be after tonight. Who knows?
Yeah. It doesn't work most days, but it's been really bad today. Not been my best effort today when it comes to memory of things. Sorry, everybody. Not really, but what can you do?
He's too busy focusing on how him and Joel are going to get in contact with Sting's lawyer.
I don't need to get it.
Yeah, we're gonna get Jack Harlow first on the show.
So that then Sting's lawyer got it.
As what Sting's lawyer gonna do is say, I stand by my advice. And I'll be like, well, I stand by calling you a dumb bitch. The lawyer, not you, Kimmy.
I
thought you were talking
know.
about Sting.
Well, Sting taking that advice doesn't exactly make it much better.
Whoa.
Respect
You're
Sting.
calling Sting? Maybe that's Tony's big
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
No, oh, I almost just choked on my gum. Hold on. What if Tony's
LA Knight over here.
What if Tony's big announcement is he's finally doing his Hall of Fame and he's going to induct Sting the weekend of WrestleMania Saudi?
That's a year and a half from now. What is wrong with you?
A lot of things, apparently. How much time do we have?
You're better if you get, either the women's tag team championships or I don't know, the return of the Full Gear tournament to declare number one contender for the AEW World Title.
Or
the return of Chris Jericho. I agree. Number one Chris Jericho fan, Kimmy Sokol.
Or
nope, got nothing.
Do I have to do what I did with Jeremy? Joel, where's Dynamite tonight?
In Philly, you big dumb. What do you want me to say?
It is not in Philadelphia. That is the incorrect answer.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
No. It's in
Might be.
Pittsburgh.
She doesn't live there anymore.
She could be visiting. She has family there.
Lancaster. That's it.
Lancaster, PA is wild. That's in like the middle of nowhere, PA.
Yeah, man, it's Amish country.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I've only been to so many places in PA.
Friends, don't get your hopes up for a new video game anytime soon. In fact, there was someone asking me to ask Tony about a new video game at the post-show press conference, and I was like, I don't think you understand how this works because it's not like that.
Did somebody ask him that before?
No, nobody asked that. Nobody asked at our show, but people have asked.
Yeah.
Fairly recently.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
I told Joel to ask Bandito why he cannot defend his ROH world title.
Yeah, because that's an answer I'd care to get.
Yeah. So I was like, thanks.
I asked a much better question to Brody King instead.
I hope Bandito has another 5-star match at Final Battle so I could be like, people care about Ring of Honor.
But they don't. They watch the match. No one's saying that the Ring of Honor shows aren't good. They're saying that the weekly TV is not good. And they correct in that assertion.
According to Tony Khan on the Scrum, he said the Ring of Honor TV is good.
Tony Khan can tell you he loves the Amish, and you'd have to believe him in this case. Don't know why I keep going back to the Amish, but here we are.
Tony should just say it's bad. That'd be much funnier. Of course he's going to say it's good.
AEW Fight Forever for the Nintendo Switch is still $29.99 over on Amazon.ca. I can get a used one for $24.24.
You should.
Put the game on sale, buddy. Put the game on sale.
You can have Britt win every title on the video game.
Who?
Britt.
Never heard of her.
She's on the cover.
Deep. The night. Yep. The professor and the doc.
Basically how I felt.
You made that a thing.
Somebody else made that a thing. Jeremy just made it better.
Yeah, I stole it. And then...
that's how you make things better. Yeah. I can think of at least one other content creator yesterday called out for that. Oh, amazing.
I stole it and chopped it up. So,
what a day indeed. What a day. Oh, man. Yes, that's true. Henry's saying I watch TNA, so I do know what good TV is.
All your people were on another show yesterday.
Yeah, it ruled. Who needs a Friday show?
I hope the NXT people go on the Friday show.
I think there's a coconut loop that night. Isn't
the pay-per-view this weekend?
They'll send Jasmine Nix to Edmonton.
That'll be her final appearance?
Yeah, she'll round out her deal over in NXT or in TNA. There is a TNA Plus show in Edmonton on Friday. We're not covering it. Well, we're not doing a post show, I should say, because the show starts at 9 Eastern. And I'm not staying up that late for that. No.
Coward.
Yeah, running from the grind.
Jeremy, you want to do a TNA post show with me on Friday night?
On Friday?
Yeah.
Sure.
A serious one.
Oh, a serious one.
Serious one.
Oh. I don't know about that.
Well, that's what I thought. Anyway, SP3 is at least planning to join me on Thursday for the TNA post show.
Oh. I'll do the ROH or ROH, sorry.
Go ahead.
I'll do TNA.
I think me and Jeremy should do a Ring of Honor post show.
Friday?
Yeah. Do you want to do one on Friday?
Hell no. The show starts at 9. It's not going to end until after midnight. It's going to end at like 12:45.
Let the record show I was willing to do this, folks. And
Jeremy
Joel
was
is
not running from the grind.
We haven't done a plus post show, God, in months at this point, because there hasn't been a reason to do them. I've either been away or they've started because they've been on the West Coast or something.
This has got big matches. It's got Mike Santana against Ridge Holland.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Mustafa Ali against Moose.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's on this show?
That is, in fact, on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is all off memory.
Yeah.
Macklin and I guess Kazarian.
That is the match. That is chapter 1.
Okay. All right. The women's tag titles are on the line.
What are the teams?
The Elegance brand.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
I assume against the Inspiration.
There's only one team it could be.
Yeah.
That's the one.
All right. What am I missing? How many matches am I missing here?
I think you're missing an X Division title match.
Oh, Leon against Myron. Myron won the...
That's right, Myron Reed.
Yeah, he won the 4-way.
Right.
Yeah. Look at this.
And
Is there anything else?
You're right. Fargoff saying Jeremy can remember this.
Yeah.
AEW Women's Champion. You don't want to shit on me for my AEW takes.
Yeah. See, I'm willing. I know the match. I know the match card. I'm willing to do the post show here.
What's Joe Hendry's match at the show?
Oh, fucking who cares? Does he have a
He
match?
does not have a match.
Okay, I was about to say. I didn't think he had one.
He does not.
Is there any other matches? Am I missing anything?
No, they'll add a bunch probably.
Yeah, they
There's
always had
only
like
5
15 matches.
announced.
Yeah,
There's
they'll add, like,
obviously the international title match is probably going to headline at this point.
Really?
That's even more reason to do it. To do the post show because our pal Macklin.
That's
Yeah.
true. I will get a message if I don't. I'm not doing it. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm not doing it and staying up late for that. I think I'm already hosting the Raw post show next Monday. So I got that.
Why are you hosting the Raw post
Hosting
show?
the Raw post show.
That's the Sean's away that week.
The hell's Sean doing?
Going to Denver.
Oh, okay.
So he asked me to host with a certain Twitch streamer that's very well known who plays video games that I like.
Me?
You don't play video games that I like.
Okay.
Unless he's pulled out. I think Grand Pooh Bear is still doing the post show on Monday.
Okay.
So I think the plan is for me to co-host, unless that gets thrown out the window. But I was asked, and I said yes. We'll see. Good for you, Jeremy. You knew all the matches for Victory Road that have been announced as of today. We'll see what
did better promotion for this thing than TNA does.
True.
Accurate.
They've
Very
got,
accurate.
so that's the thing. If they only do 5 matches, then I might be willing to do this because the
They're not
show
gonna
will
do
be
that.
over by midnight. I'm not doing it. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they're not going to do that. They're going to do 100 matches. So
They're going to load up the card, give you 8 matches, and none of them will matter because it's all going towards Bound for Glory. Because they haven't announced the Ridge Holland match anyway.
yeah,
so
that's coming. Though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is because they've already released the video of Trick being like, you take out Santana and you'll get the title match.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, good for them. There you go. TNA will load it up. They'll do another 6 matches. They'll announce some random shit, and people will be like, "All right, sure." I mean, yeah, and we'll see where it goes. Watch the post Thursday with SP3 and I, or don't.
It'll be like a Ring of Honor pay-per-view where they announce 10 matches for the 0 hour during the 0 hour.
Exactly. The worst. Anyway, that's what's happening in Ring of Honor.
TNA.
No, they're the same effectively right now.
Yeah, TNA, Ring of Honor.
I mean, look at what's going. Okay, hold on. Look at what's going on in NXT. The TNA World Champion is currently appearing on NXT. The ROH World Champion is currently appearing on AEW almost exclusively, also holding the tag title. What else is going on over there? A lot of Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's around. He's probably in Ring of Honor.
He's not. Oh, round.
Oh, by the way, did you notice that he's also doing an interview with Chris Bay soon, or he has done one? It's in the can. You know what that
I did see
means?
that.
We are one step closer to the return of Chris Jericho to wrestling. He also did a cover of Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne with his band.
He had Jason Mewes on.
Yeah, it was today's episode that dropped.
Okay.
He
Did he have Darby too?
Yeah, the
That was
Darby
like
one
last
was.
week.
Yeah, that would set off some alarm bells with the return to wrestling. He didn't really talk much about wrestling with Darby, but it is the thing they did.
Yeah, it was mainly climbing Everest.
He's gonna get John Cena's last interview.
He might. That would
It's part
actually
of
be
the
really
deal.
good. That would actually
part of
be
the deal.
really good,
I
honestly.
wouldn't hate it. Listen, again, Chris Jericho can be entertaining when he wants to be.
He just can't get ROH a TV deal.
Well, nobody
Nice.
can.
Didn't say anyone could. That's right.
Yeah. I think
Maybe
everybody's
Joe Hendry
struggling.
could get them a TV deal.
I don't think it's in the cards
Well, why wouldn't it be?
because I think he's doing something else.
I was told if you say his name, he appears. So maybe if he just shows up in Ring of Honor, you can get them a TV deal.
But I mean, we've mentioned Joe Hendry's name so many times on this show, and he hasn't showed up. So
Probably for the best because he knows that I just. Anyway, can't believe they gave me that interview, but here we are.
you were so excited about that interview, and the one in Vegas, right?
Yeah, the one in Vegas.
And then he
Yeah, the one
didn't
where I
show
got
up.
dicked around, by the way. I think I've told the story. I got dicked around with that interview.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in the morning, and then they changed it to like the next day in the middle of the afternoon. I was like, I have plans, but I had to get the interview because I am a professional something.
Of course, very professional.
There's a time.
Joel definitely got into WrestleCon Vegas too, of course.
I didn't really do much for him. I mean, it got me a nice conversation with Adam, so it was that. He said thank you after the show. That was very nice of him.
Because he's a good
With my
teammate.
name, knowing who I am. So we know
Oh.
it's trouble.
And you got your water? Hold on.
No, we got to talk about the water thing. I addressed this on Monday. You got to
yeah,
stop
yeah.
saying that there was water presented to us. There was
I got
water.
a text about it.
No, whoever told you was full of shit. Ella probably spotted the water at the back of the room, under the table, in the back half where the production were, and it was openly available if we stole it or if we asked kindly about it. It was not offered to us. It was not presented to us. Nobody said, "Oh, by the way, there's water at the back." It took Mark Quill from Wrestling Observer to say something about it, and then one person, being Mark, went and got a bottle. And I understand why. We talked about it on Monday. You know, we could make a lot of noise drinking from those cheap ass bottles, and they didn't want that noise showing up on the media scrum. So I understand why, but they should at least make it available to us. For the 45 minutes we got to wait until the damn thing starts.
I'm trying to find the exact text that said water.
Joel just told you what happened. What do you
No,
mean?
I know, but I was looking for the receipt that I got that said,
Well, the receipt's
"Oh,
wrong.
LMAO, there's water here. I know Joel is happy right now."
Yeah, there's water everywhere. There are taps in that room. It's a catering room. They just transform it into the media room.
There's water everywhere.
Yes, Joe Hendry was at WrestleCon and WWE World. That was very accurate in Vegas. He was at both.
Ryan pointing out, yes, I don't think I upset Joe with my question about the TNA taping schedule.
Yeah.
I think I just more annoyed the guy who wanted to answer in kayfabe.
Yeah.
And instead I had to rephrase the question so that he gave his stupid, "Oh, whatever you see on TV is what's happening on the show." It's like, all right, then explain the spoilers we post on our website.
Who are you yelling
Calm
at?
down,
Joe
Joel.
Hendry.
Calm down.
He's not there.
He's
Might
right
be.
there. He's right
You're
there.
You're in a different country than he is.
Well, I mean, a better country than he is, say that much. But anyway,
What are you pointing at, the air?
actually,
The
technically,
air.
I'm pointing at my router.
Calm down, Joel. It's okay.
I'm very angry.
It's okay.
Why does Joel hate Joe Hendry? He knows what he did.
That says Joel Hendry.
I hate him
Reading.
too.
Who is Joel Hendry? Yeah, check the fridge and see if Joe Hendry's there.
It's all the way over. I'm not doing that.
Cowardly.
Maybe he'll be in a car racing uniform.
What a stupid thing that was. Hey, what was Xfinity car driver Cole, whatever the hell, come and do things.
Cole Custer and Sam Mayer, I believe, are their names.
Sure, Cole Custer is a worker name. I'm telling you,
It's a pretty good NXT name, honestly.
it is. The name generator was name generating that day.
Yeah, it's a pretty good NXT name.
I love the question, who is TNA going to have in 4 years? And the answer is not Moose, which is surprising. His deal will be up by then. By like 1 year.
I mean, he still might be there. Let's be honest.
That's true. Well, no, I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see if they want to give him the money. But we'll see.
Whoever WWE doesn't have in 5 years is who
It's exactly.
TNA will have.
Accurate.
I wanted to go there, but it's like it's too real. Too
That's
real.
an easy go.
But
Easy
is it
go.
unreal?
No, that's season 2.
Knock it off. I made some friends this past weekend. Very sad, very
seems bad.
unbelievable. I
Don't
know.
do it.
Yeah, they're wrestling fans, and they were talking to me about Unreal, and they were like, "Oh, what do you think of the show and everything? Like, do you think it's behind the curtain? Do you like that kind of stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I interviewed the director of the show, and he was very impressed that I get to speak to these people." So he's a Maple Leafs fan, which is very unfortunate.
That's
but
awful. Why is
Yeah.
Sean talking to you, and why do you call him a friend?
It's not Sean. It's very unfortunate that he's a Maple Leafs fan, but he takes sports as serious as I do, so we very much bonded
He
over
must
that.
be miserable year
Oh,
after
yeah.
year after.
Yeah.
If I think you get miserable, this guy's suicidal.
Yeah, it's rough, but he's a good dude. So, but he's also a wrestling fan and was very excited for WrestlePalooza. Hopefully, it lived up to his expectations.
It didn't live up to a lot of other people's expectations.
Well, they're not worried about those fans.
You see. End of sentence. It's so funny when PWI drops and Andres Hale's response was, "Well, this will take the heat off me."
Yeah, plus
Oh,
Andreas rules.
Oh man, TNA having people that WWE doesn't have been true for TNA for the last 20 years is also a good point. Oh my goodness. It's not a one-sided beef. I think Joe Hendry doesn't care for me.
Oh, really?
I don't
This is the
think he
new.
cares for me. But if you that's the problem. You ask TNA PR and it's like everything's fine. Water under the bridge, everything's good. Don't worry about it. But meanwhile, if I email TNA PR about anything, I ain't get shit. I can't get a response. So I think there are people who just don't like me. That's fine. Let them not like me. It's mostly TNA people anyway. It's not even TNA people. It's like 3 people at TNA that probably don't like me for the dumbest of reasons.
Macklin.
I said don't like me, not want to fight me. Meanwhile, he's just like, I'll fight him for charity. I'm like, why would you do that? I understand
Macklin.
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 Damn.
That's true. It's Macklin. Cam having the too much discourse tweet often reminds me of Jeremy's favorite video. His favorite feeling towards the discourse. I can't find the video.
Oh.
I was looking for it. I'm like, where did it go?
Oh, not you looking for this one?
I guess that means you need to shut the fuck up. That's what I do if I don't have no army. I would fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. By the way, Moose actually loves us, for the record. Moose
Moose.
Didn't he put you over in Vegas?
He put me over at WrestleCon in Vegas. Said very nice things about me and Cresta and Steven Jensen. So yes, there's no issues with Moose. I told him I'm still gonna talk shit when you're not doing good work. He's like, that's fine. I told him flat out. But at the time, he was doing a good story with Leon Slater that I put over. I don't think Cardona and I had a good conversation in Toronto a few years ago that had a good moment with what does a deathmatch king eat on his day off? And the answer was Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
That was a very good one. And yeah, Macklin and I are fine. Can't think of anyone from TNA who like really shouldn't like me other than the person nobody else likes and Joe Hendry. I'm a pretty likable human being.
Well, let's not go that far. Come on now.
I'm a likable person, I swear.
Let's not go that far.
Someone came up to me. So remember I was talking about Aubrey doing like pictures and stuff after her appearance at Mystery, and she was like the gimmick and I was taking photos. Someone actually approached me and said, "Can I get a photo with you?" And I was like, "Huh?"
What?
And they didn't even introduce themselves. So shout out to you. If you came over and said, "Can I get a photo with you?" I appreciate it. I wish you had told me who you were or where I know you from. At least our pal Brian from the Discord introduced himself. That was nice, and we chatted for a bit. We didn't take a photo, but I don't think I don't really need to take photos. I like it when people want to say hello, but yeah, there you go.
You're popular, Joel.
I wouldn't say I'm popular. It's nice. It's nice to be recognized. It's nice to be appreciated, and I appreciate the people who watch us and like what we do. I think that's fantastic. The lights out match, by the way, I thought of Jeremy right away when this chunk just pulls down the stupid lever and all the lights suddenly turn off. Oh, we're not reviewing NXT, but I just got to point out that was the funniest gimmick I've seen in so long. It was so stupid. Oh, they probably did think I was somebody else at Mystery. They probably thought I was her handler, Aubrey's handler. And I'm like, I am not at all.
That's my job to handle all these people.
Good luck to you.
I do it so well. You should ask Sting. Jeremy, when you go see Sting in Pittsburgh, you should ask him his full opinion on me. He'll tell you some good stories.
Well, I'm only going to meet him if you set it up, so.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, somebody asked earlier, it was like Surfer Sting or Crow Sting. I was Surfer Sting because Crow Sting did not exist when I did this. This was 1995 when I went as Sting for Halloween. Yeah. So
You were Lawrence, you were telling everyone you were me? We look nothing alike.
No, I was pretty convinced I was hanging out with Kimmy this weekend.
What?
Yeah. Did you not get a hot dog with me before the show?
No, I was in America.
You? That was Lawrence this whole time? Lawrence, damn you, Lawrence. I was convinced. I was told it was Kimmy. Gave me her banking info and everything.
Banking info.
I definitely
Gave me
did not do that.
$200. Gave me $200 right out of her iPhone. Thank you for that.
I definitely did not do that.
You
You have some bad sources.
It looked like you.
That's wild. I was in my house.
Yeah, there you go. This is how you introduce yourself to me. Hey, I'm Kimmy. Ask me about Brit and Sting. That's it.
I work with other people besides Brent and Sting. Those are just the two that people most know me for.
Go ahead. Name your client list.
Trish Stratus, Lita,
Are we working?
Nick, Sammy, Ty,
Sammy
Guevara.
You gotta do it the right way. Sammy Guevara.
Nick Nemeth?
No, I said Mick Foley.
Oh, Mick. I
Mick.
thought you said Nick.
No, Mick with an M.
Oh, I
Anna
couldn't hear it. My
J,
bad.
Jack Perry.
Oh,
Cross
so
and
you were
Scarlett
jacking
are
off on
actually.
Saturday. Why isn't he with us? Why
Yeah,
aren't you using your Kimmy influence?
Yeah.
to Jack back faster and on our show.
Yeah.
because I haven't met him a part of our I haven't worked with him a part of our agency yet.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
We got to get Jack Perry on this show.
It's true.
You
Well,
just start tweeting that instead of about Jack Harlow. You're tweeting about the wrong Jack.
no,
I tweet about Jack Perry too, but we got him back. We were all jacking off on Saturday.
it's true. You saw those hands in the air. They were all just having a moment of bliss. I'm not talking about Alexa, Bliss Gamer. Go away. Not your time. Go back. Back into your cave.
Why am I getting blamed for this?
Because
You had an opportunity.
you name dropped Jack Perry.
But
That's
I
on
haven't
you.
met him a part of our agency.
Well,
I haven't worked with him. We haven't booked him for an appearance. That's not
Figure
on
it
me.
out. It is. It's now on you. Now you've put it out there. So yeah, it is now on you.
I'm getting useless. I'm sorry. Who got you into WrestleCon?
Your mom, actually.
Because I was busy with Brit. I was like, see that I literally showed my mom a picture of Joel. I'm like, see this dude, he's gonna come up to you. Give him the ticket.
I
He's
don't
supposed
think that's how it worked.
That is definitely how it works.
It's fine. Could have done an interview with Britt, but you were all like, no, get away from her. $25. And I take the photo. And I was like, no, we're not doing this. Not with Britt. Not with my best friend in the world, Britt Baker, who I am certain is coming back to AEW tonight.
Did we not see AEW post that beautiful, like the AEW replica titles on
Jesus
sale? And you know
Christ.
who's in the center of that poster?
I'm changing your name to Adam because you are cope hard, baby. Stop it. You are coping. Stop it.
Well, you see, when new AEW Women's Champion Jamie Hayter has her celebration tonight, it sets up perfectly for Britt Baker's return.
Is that happening in your dreams only?
No, we both had the same dream because we both went to Nobody Cares.
I don't dream about wrestling at all. That would be very
That would be
unfortunate.
sad. That would
Yeah.
be sad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That would suck. So at what point do we get Jack Perry on our show?
Oh my god.
Have you made the phone call yet?
No, I don't have his number.
We can talk to him about knives and stuff.
Oh, do you think that? Hold up. So we talked about how Sting doesn't sign bats because that's a weapon. You think Jack will sign knives?
Not if he's getting the same legal advice that Sting's getting.
Yeah.
I don't think they want knives coming into the convention.
I mean, I would love it.
What if it's like a plastic knife?
Plastic knife? I don't think that's gonna work either.
Real knives are bust. I want him to carve his signature into my knife. Jack would sign the knife. Absolutely. Give him a heat gun. He's in.
I don't have the tools for him to do that. I apologize.
He'd have to bring his own. It's fine.
He probably has
You
all that
sign your
stuff.
fork? Yeah. What is it? Forky? Like from Toy Story, what was that, 4?
Can you not read? It says spork.
Yeah, but Forky is a spork.
No, sporky is spork is a spork. A fork is a fork.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know. I know which fictional character from a children's movie you're talking about. The point is, a spork is not a fork. The character in that movie is a fork.
No, it was a spork. They said it in the movie.
Movie was wrong, just like you not calling Jack Perry right now to be on the show.
I don't have his number.
Clearly, this is the wrong guest at the time. This is why you're bottom of the Media Pals list.
No, I should be number 1.
The ITWI 30, you are number 31.
ITWI 30.
I don't know why there's an extra I, but it's here.
In the Weeds Illustrated.
Sure. No one's ever drawn us before. That's not an invitation.
Top 5. Me.
No.
You
Zarian.
can't list yourself.
No. Why do you can't don't put yourself first, let alone on the list at all?
Because this is my list. So me, Zarian,
Anyway, that's all the time we have for Kimmy Sokol today.
Cam, Ella, and John Alba. It's your top 5.
Oh God. Anyway, should we preview AEW Dynamite?
I feel like we've done that most of this day, but
It's true.
yes.
Is there anything else for us to talk about today?
John Cena bullied Triple H into giving him this match. John Cena wins again.
So hold on. We also have to talk about there's a bit of an elephant in the room, and that is we need to bring back fan service so that people stop thinking that Triple H is the worst booker ever, which he is. And this is kind of the way they did it, by doing the John Cena calls out Triple H to make the match, and Triple H is like, oh, I believe I give back to the fans. Here's the match you wanted, John Cena and AJ Styles. And John Cena being like, oh, thank you, Benevolent One. Oh, I knew you'd listen. I never call for my opponents, but the fans wanted it and you did it. Oh, thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. And we just can't. He went, I don't know why suddenly he turned into a Japanese wrestler there, but he did. He's a very excited John Cena.
Okay.
He becomes John Cena-san. So anyway, the point of all this being, there's a little bit of not gross, but stupid, let's babyface Triple H again storying to this. And it's kind of silly.
I mean, it's not even baby facing Triple H. It's just more Triple H has got to be involved in everything. It's like, what? Just do a good television show, dude. How about you just put this on TV and build it up through there, and then fans are happy? Why do you have to do this whole thing on social media to get to the match? Just do good stuff on television. But that's too difficult for him at this moment. So that's why they have to go this way. But it is still, let me insert myself into this. And yeah, it is baby facing him, but it's just the fact that he needs to be part of this at all. You don't need to be part of John Cena's retirement tour to make this match. Just do something good on television. It's not that difficult. Apparently it is for this John Cena retirement tour. It's been difficult for him all year. It's annoying.
Triple H, I don't like the attention. Levesque.
Yeah, he hates being on camera, even though he's got to be. I hate that WrestleMania commercial where he's like, we did it once, now we're going to double down, Las Vegas. And then at the end, he has to pull the boom mic down. He's like, now get me off this thing. I was like, can you just not?
Funny and so relatable, Jeremy. He wants to show you how funny and relatable he is. He's so funny and so relatable. Oh my God. WWE Hall of Famer, King of Kings, the chosen one, that's Jeff Jarrett, the guy who makes everything happen, the man with the plan. Fuck that guy. Nobody cares about him. All of whatever names you can throw at him, he's the King of Kings. He's the man around here. He's Triple H. Paul Levesque. So relatable.
it's so like every commercial has his voice, every intro has his voice or his face. I remember they debuted on Netflix and they had the video and he like pulls up to the WWE offices. He's like, the game's gonna change, and I don't even know if that was his exact wording. That just sounds like something he says.
Pretty
Same
sure
thing
those
with
were his words.
ESPN. It's every single time. It's him. It's him. And you know this is go watch the new Then Now Forever intro. Look at the then and it's wrestler Triple H, and the now as it transitions, it's CEO Triple H.
I love it. God,
he has to be the transition from then to now. I'm like, what, dude? Just knock it off.
But
just
at least he's
knock it
not
off.
forever.
I'm pretty sure he's in the forever part of that as well. So
if he keeps pulling this shit, he won't be there for long.
just
Don't worry. For $7, we can change the plan.
oh man, I hope The Rock comes back here and just like, all right, what are we fucking up today, boys? What's your plans? What's your plans? We out of here. We out of here. We ain't doing that shit. Here's what we're doing. That's what we need.
You know what we're gonna do?
The Rock could save us.
The Rock could hashtag save us, Rocky J. Ryan saying change the ITW intro to parody the Triple H intro. It's just Jeremy, Joel, and SP3 making grand entrances. I have a better idea. We redo the ITW intro and it's all Triple H, and then we call the show Busted Open.
We could do a special Triple H intro. That man's had a lot of different facial hair over the years. There's enough Triple H.
He went from ponytail to bald.
I'm still trying to get Tim to do one more special video package intro for us for something on the show, but he's been busy, so I can't get him.
Oh.
I can't get him.
We could create the Triple H one. I mean, I created one. You've created one, so I've created 2 intros. So
yeah, no, this one involves a little bit more music work for the one I'm trying to do.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, one of us has to do the "get me off this thing" at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know what building I can stand. I mean, I can go to the CN Tower, I guess. Pay way too much money for the bit.
Yeah, that might be a little much. I don't know if there's any tall buildings here. I just stand on my roof for that reason.
Tim really is doing important things for the record. He's got a real person job. God bless.
I'll stand on the top of that car that I rode down the hill on. I'll stand on that.
I saw that video.
Yeah.
Just go to stand on the flatbed of a truck and pretend that's too tall.
We have a house in our backyard, like one of the little kids' playhouses. We have one of those. I feel like if I stood on that though, like I might break it.
Yeah, it collapsed.
That thing ain't like the most sturdiest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, standing on a ladder is actually really, really good because I hate ladders anyway. Because I think it's I hate the ladder match because they overdo it. Shawn Michaels has gotten much better about that. It used to be like every month they'd have to do a ladder match.
Oh, the NXT special.
Yeah. So me standing on a ladder would actually be a good bit of get me off this thing. That's good. That's good lore right there of my hatred of ladder matches.
I'm all about it. Anyway, I think we're done. Let's preview Dynamite. And Louis sent a super chat saying Brit tonight. Well, you know what? Those $2, that 2 that you put in in the super chat, that's about the percentage chance you have of that happening. So congratulations. If you bet on anything tonight, don't bet on the return of Dr. Britt Baker DMD.
You know, that's just really rude and disrespectful.
FaceTime her right now.
No.
Right now, and find out if she's working, if she's wearing the scrubs and she's got the mask and she's wearing the glasses and she's like, "What do you want, Kimmy? I'm busy." Then we'll have the answer. Okay.
I am not doing that.
FaceTime her right now.
No.
Coward.
I'm only supposed to contact her for important things.
This is important. Streets want to know.
That's fair. Yeah, it is. It is pretty important.
Well, I guess you'll have to find out at 8:00 on TBS if Britt comes back.
That's BCB. That's not what she does. Should at least try to get the DMD thing. They couldn't do it. AEW Dynamite tonight, live from
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Nitzburg.
Kritzburg. The AEW World Champion, the AEW Women's World Championship is on the line.
Jamie Hayter.
New champion.
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie, not Chris Statlander Hayter. Takes on the interim ROH Women's World Television Champion. That is a mouthful even without the interim. Mina Shirakawa. I don't know why she's still the interim champ. I know why, but I don't know why
Injuries.
they rectified this.
Injuries.
Right?
Injuries.
Right, injuries. And then a trios match. The Conglomeration, the team of Mark Briscoe, Hologram, and I don't know, whatever, take on the Don Callis family team of Konosuke Takeshita, Hechicero, whose head is still attached to his body, allegedly, and the unified champion, Kazuchika Okada. And finally, Tony Khan has an important announcement. What that is, we'll have to find out. Over under 60%. Guys, stop asking for percentage chances.
Joel's giving it
2%.
2%. Like,
I said 60-40.
Wow.
Joel
60-40?
has said 98-2.
Call her up right now
No.
and ask her where she is. Stop, drop, and selfie the woman. Figure it out.
That is literally what Joel texted me at like 9 o'clock in the morning to do. Not gonna lie. That was the exact word for word that you sent me.
I'm at like 10%, and that's the highest I'm willing to go. And even that I feel is a little too high.
Why is that an important announcement?
I don't think Britt's
Because
return is the
we're
important
in
announcement.
Pittsburgh. That's right. DMD DraftKings. Hello, she has a DraftKings code.
Does she?
Everybody in that company has a DraftKings code.
That is not true. Not everybody does.
You're right. Jack Jameson doesn't have a DraftKings. Actually, he
No.
might.
No.
He might. I'll ask him.
Could you?
See, Tony Khan's announcement, Kimmy Sokol was right. I think that should be the announcement. Is that he said, you know, like he's probably watching this. Hi, Tony Khan. He's gonna be like, you know, Kimmy was right. I'm here to bring back Britt Baker.
Call Chris
And the
Jericho.
currency. I don't have his number.
You're
said
his
this
number
in the
one
past.
fan. How do you not have his phone number?
Do you think these people just give me their numbers for like free will?
I assume so.
Some of them do.
No.
I feel like Jericho would get your number, but that's just me. That's just me speculating. Wrestling. Anyway, we're back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Jeremy and SB3 running down Dynamite, and I'm sure other stuff. Unless Dynamite, the main event, ends in a disqualification, then we're just going to talk in circles, much like we did today, because NXT ended in a very poorly planned disqualification. So we'll see. Maybe they'll just be talking about, wow, you could be talking about TNA for 2 hours tomorrow. Good luck to you, Jeremy.
That's not gonna happen.
We'll see. Oh, man. Kimmy, I don't want to plug anything because you got plenty not going on, right?
If Britt Baker appears,
The night. Yep. The professor and the doc.
I was reading a comment. If Britt Baker appears on tonight's Dynamite, Jeremy and Joel have to praise Kimmy in a tweet. Yes.
We don't have to do shit.
Yes,
I will
I'm
say
all for it.
Kimmy is right. Kimmy can return to the show tomorrow, have a victory lap, and everything. If Britt Baker returns tonight, that's fine by me. She will have earned it. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, I guess you have to find out. But the one thing I will plug is we are coming towards the end of the Sting retirement tour with him appearing in face paint. I will be with him at big event in his only New York City appearance. WrestleCade, we have 15 million people there, and I'm going to have to clone myself in 10 different ways, and I'm probably going to cry. So if you see that Sting is coming to a city near you, please go meet him. He's a cool dude. And he may or may not look like that.
I think he does. Bring him a box of WCW cereal.
Don't do that.
You can't bring him a bat. What else do you want them to bring?
Figures, masks. You could bring the cereal, the cars, the little toy cars that I've seen. Those are really cool. We've had very in-depth conversation about the toy cars that WCW used to produce.
Can I bring 2 bats? What if I bring a real live bat?
No, I banned those actually from the WrestleCade convention center. I had a nice long conversation with Tracy Myers where I banned any sort of space or sports bat and real live physical bats like the animal.
Do better.
You should
Why
allow
don't you?
bats. You should allow bats.
They need a place to fly around in the dark, Kimmy.
And you think a convention is the best place for that?
Yeah.
If given the option, yes.
What if they fight Sting and he turns into a vampire?
And we just made the best career resurgence for Sting ever. Blood, my name is Sting. I'm here to make the AW blood.
What if
Oh,
I am just that?
I'm here to bring new meaning to blood and gods. Jeremy, anything to plug?
No.
I'll be back tomorrow for Blood and Guts. Not literally, because maybe that's the announcement. Blood and Guts. For Jeremy, Kimmy, you know who they are. I just said their name. Leave a thumbs up on the video on the way out. Tell your friends about this silly ass show, because God, we're funny. That's what I say about myself. Ladies and gentlemen, friends beyond the binary. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.